Something strange is going on with Oprah Winfrey's South African school for girls. Started spreading rumors that girls are disappearing from the school. According to these rumors, several students from the school have gone missing.
A couple of pets as well. Yeah. A dog and a cat with interesting names, to say the least.
Yeah. That's Oprah.
That's Oprah. Okay. Yeah. Named after the Oprah, and your cat's name is?
And Gail.
Okay, Gail.
Yo, so why am I hearing that Oprah had a school for girls and all of them went missing?
These are my girls. These are my girls.
Oprah did what? 50 Cent just stepped into the conversation and suddenly Oprah Winfrey is catching heat in a way nobody expected. Fans online are claiming she's been more ruthless than people ever realized, with some even saying she allegedly helped stall the careers of certain black actors to protect her position at the very top. And that's not even where the rumors stop.
A meal for him? When he was growing up, his favorite food was pork and beans and Franks. Mm-hmm. Really? Mm-hmm. You still like them?
Yeah. It was the fastest. Things she did.
People have been dragging up old controversies tied to the all-girls school she opened in Africa, where serious allegations were reported years ago. Stories about students leaving under troubling circumstances combined with unverified claims that still circulate online today have only added fuel to the fire. So what's real and what's just internet noise? That's the question everyone's asking right now.
Made about, I was there for Crash, for the movie.
Yeah.
And basically she said something about not agreeing with my music, but she thought I did great in the movie. And of course I was up there with the whole cast of Crash. Mm-hmm. And so I didn't necessarily feel like that needed to be said. You didn't agree with my music. And even if you don't agree with certain songs I made, say you don't agree with certain songs, don't say you just don't agree with all of my music.
Right.
And let's be honest, unless you've been living under a rock, you already know Oprah and 50 Cent have never seen eye to eye. This wasn't just mild dislike. For years, fans have believed Oprah actively distanced herself from him and his brand. Back when 50 was rising fast, he reportedly wanted an interview with Oprah to reframe his image. From a troubled past in Jamaica, Queens, to a self-made rap powerhouse. But when the idea finally reached Oprah, she reportedly wanted no part of it at all. She didn't connect with 50 as a person, and she made it clear his music wasn't for her audience either. The door slammed shut before it even cracked open. And in classic 50 Cent fashion, he didn't stay quiet about it. He went straight at Oprah publicly, accusing her of catering to an older mainstream crowd that had nothing to do with his world. He even made a controversial comparison that instantly set the internet on fire.
Able to say what she said, and then I had my rebuttal, and when I saw the final show, her comments were in there.
Right, was in there, but yours wasn't in there.
And mine weren't in there, so it just looked like I kind of took it.
Wow.
Like was just quiet and didn't say nothing.
As 50 himself put it, I think she caters to older white women. He followed that up by saying Oprah's audience was basically his audience's parents, adding, so I could care less about Oprah or her show. He didn't stop there either. 50 claimed she was completely against everything his music represented, saying, she was against my music, so she was never gonna have me on that show. And to him, that rejection wasn't a loss. It was proof he'd already made it. So 50 made his position clear. As he put it, I said, okay, if we can't be friends, then at least let's be enemies. He believed the friction actually worked in his favor, saying he was better off clashing with her than chasing approval. But don't get it twisted. The interview did eventually happen. And according to industry chatter, it wasn't because Oprah suddenly changed her mind. Reports claim powerful insiders encouraged it, since 50 was one of the hottest rappers in the world at that moment, and the appearance made sense for ratings.
You had become increasingly paranoid. Would you say you were paranoid?
Sure. First of all, what is a black man without his paranoia attack? You might win $100 in a poker game and be on the subway. You're gonna look over your shoulder. They just said in everything I had $50 million. That's like making me a marked man.
So did you go to a psychiatric hospital?
In South Africa?
Yeah.
Who? It's me. I'm insane. They were trying to get me to take psychotic medication.
Yeah.
I said, I'm not taking this medicine, man, because I know these people be trying to control you or maybe discredit you. I was afraid,
But you were stressed out. That's why.
There's no question. But it's very stressful for someone to constantly walk behind you.
And then things got even messier. Right after that, Ludacris stepped into the conversation and publicly called Oprah out for what he felt was a setup. Here's what reportedly went down. Ludacris appeared on her show to promote his movie Crash, sitting alongside the rest of the cast. But instead of focusing on the film, fans noticed Oprah barely asked him about the project at all. Instead, the conversation shifted fast with heavy attention placed on his lyrics and language choices, and that raised eyebrows because the entire purpose of his appearance was supposed to be promoting the movie, not turning it into a lecture. According to Ludacris, that wasn't accidental, and as if that situation wasn't messy enough, Ludacris later claimed things got even worse behind the scenes. According to him, certain parts of his response were edited out after the show aired, which fans believe made him look far less articulate than he actually was. Many viewers felt he was turned into a convenient example. Someone used to quietly reinforce stereotypes that Oprah's mostly white daytime audience already expected to see. Critics online argue she didn't seem concerned about how that edit might impact his image as long as the narrative worked in her favor. And then there was Dave Chappelle.
And I heard on the street, Taraji, you had the audacity to say you're thinking about stopping acting. We said, stop talking. Are you thinking about it?
I'm just tired of working so hard, being gracious at what I do, getting paid a fraction of the cost. I'm tired of hearing my sisters say the same thing over and over. You get tired. I hear people go, you work a lot. I'll have to. The math ain't mathing. Tired of hearing that my entire career, 20 plus years in the game, and I hear the same thing, and I see what you do for another production, and when it's time for us to go to bed, you don't have any money. They play in your face. And I'm just supposed to smile and grin and bear it and just keep, like, enough is enough.
Another name people say ended up in the same uncomfortable spotlight. Dave appeared on Oprah's show shortly after walking away from a reported $50 million deal with Comedy Central, a move that shocked the entire industry. At the time, rumors exploded about why he stepped away. Some fans speculated the contract came with intense pressure and expectations he wasn't willing to accept. Dave later traveled abroad for a period, which only fueled more speculation online. When he finally sat down with Oprah to explain himself, viewers noticed something strange. As Dave tried to tell his story, Oprah repeatedly interrupted him, steering the conversation toward claims about personal struggles that he never openly confirmed himself. Oh, and trust me, it didn't stop there. Taraji P. Henson and Mo'Nique both ended up in the spotlight for their own uncomfortable experiences tied to Oprah, and the similarities were impossible to ignore.
What is that black dick connected to? That black man? So no, I was not blackballed. I was whiteballed. By some black who had no balls. Thank you, Mr. Lee Daniels. Thank you, Mr. Tyler Perry. Thank you, Miss Oprah Winfrey. No, baby, I wasn't blackballed. I was up by some who had no balls. And see, I know they like to say, Mo'Nique, you talk too fucking much. It would me not to say the real shit. It would me not to say the real shit. You are not paying me equally. You are not treating me fairly. So y'all can suck my if I had one.
In 2023, Taraji set the internet on fire when she openly spoke about being underpaid for The Color Purple. Fans were stunned, especially considering the scale of the project and the names involved. That moment instantly brought Mo'Nique back into the conversation because viewers felt the patterns looked way too familiar. Things escalated even more when Taraji later sat down with Gayle King, Oprah's longtime best friend, and revealed she was seriously considering walking away from acting altogether. The emotion was raw, real, and hard to watch. But instead of support, many viewers felt Gayle downplayed the moment. Jokes were made, the tone shifted, and Taraji's pain didn't seem to be taken seriously. And that raised eyebrows fast. Yeah, because let's be honest, Gayle and Oprah are close, extremely close. So people online started asking the obvious question: was Gayle ever going to let that interview turn into a full expose? According to fans watching in real time, the answer was clear. That door was never opening.
He has a story. Everybody has a story. And so I think this is a watershed moment. And if we make this just about Harvey Weinstein, then we will have lost this moment.
As all of this chaos was unfolding, 50 Cent jumped straight into the fire. He reposted an article about the situation and made his stance crystal clear. Alongside it, he wrote, "They dropped the ball. F him. Taraji, I'm ready to work. Let's get it." And just like that, the internet exploded. But here's the part Taraji may not have fully realized at the time. Going up against Oprah was never going to be a fair fight. And if she had spoken to Mo'Nique earlier, she might have seen that coming a mile away. Because if you spent any time online, you already know Mo'Nique has been vocal for years. She's openly accused Oprah and Tyler Perry of freezing her out of the industry after she refused to do unpaid promotional appearances for Precious. According to Mo'Nique, she was paid $50,000 for the film and was still expected to cover her own travel and hotel costs out of that same check. Those claims sparked outrage then, and they still echo now. And here's something people love to overlook. While Mo'Nique was publicly speaking out, 50 Cent was one of the very few major figures openly backing her. He even posted a photo of Mo'Nique on Instagram and wrote, "She, Jax, all in favor of Mo'Nique being back on top. Say make it happen." That post alone sent fans into a frenzy. 50 didn't stop there either. He later shared that he attended Mo'Nique's stand-up show during Super Bowl weekend and couldn't stop praising her performance. According to him, the show had him completely locked in, calling it powerful and unforgettable and encouraging people to go see her live, and then things escalated again.
Something strange is going on with Oprah Winfrey's South African school for girls.
Go look and see what happened to them girls.
So Oprah opened the school all the way back in 2007. And since the school's opening, it has been marred with many different controversies. You see, shortly after the school opened, a matron of the school was charged with touching several of the girls in a very inappropriate manner. When the crime eventually came to light, Oprah herself went to fire the school's head mistress. Then, in another incident that happened in 2011, law enforcement investigated the body of a newborn that was found in one of the students' bags. Apparently, one of the girls at the school gave birth, but there were no charges filed against her after this incident. There were also other scandals the school was involved in, like in 2009 when 7 students were suspended for harassing their classmates. And now there's a new scandal that the school is known for, as many people online have started spreading rumors that girls are disappearing from the school. According to these rumors, several students from the school have gone missing. But as of right now, nobody is sure why these rumors have started, as there is currently no news reporting that there have been missing girls at Oprah's school.
50 made another post publicly calling for Tyler Perry and Oprah to apologize to Mo'Nique. He made it clear he believed her career deserved a serious comeback and hinted that he was ready to help make that happen. And with names like 50 Cent involved, fans couldn't help but wonder, would Oprah and Tyler really want their influence tied to continuing damage to Mo'Nique's career? This has gone on way too long, so now would be a great time to apologize. That's what 50 Cent made clear when he doubled down publicly. He even added, "Because I'm gonna put her back on Greenlight Gang, I don't miss." And just like that, the pressure ramped up again. But the controversy didn't stop there. Beyond the industry drama, 50 also reignited old conversations about Oprah's past associations, including her alleged proximity to Harvey Weinstein and lingering questions surrounding the all-girls school she opened in Africa, topics that have fueled speculation online for years. Back in the day, Oprah and Harvey Weinstein were frequently seen together at major Hollywood events. Red carpets, public appearances, even professional collaborations. They moved in the same elite circles and were often photographed side by side. So when Harvey's actions later came under intense scrutiny, Oprah publicly stated she had no knowledge of what was happening behind the scenes. That explanation didn't sit well with everyone, especially critics who pointed out how closely connected those circles were at the time. And then there's the boarding school Oprah helped establish in South Africa, and a chapter that continues to follow her to this day. When the school opened in 2007, serious issues surfaced almost immediately. A dorm matron was later charged with multiple counts related to inappropriate conduct and mistreatment involving several students, sending shockwaves through the public. Oprah quickly flew to South Africa, issued a public apology, and removed leadership connected to the situation. At the time, she promised strict changes, stronger oversight, and safeguards to make sure nothing like that would ever happen again. But critics say those assurances didn't end the controversy. Years later, more troubling stories emerged. In 2011, reports surfaced about a student who secretly gave birth, an incident that raised major questions about supervision, support systems, and how such a situation could go unnoticed inside a tightly controlled environment. As details spread online, speculation spiraled out of control, with rumors and extreme theories flooding social media. While many of those claims were never proven, the damage to the school's reputation and Oprah's was already done, and man, as always, the internet had plenty to say. One comment that caught a lot of attention claimed Oprah was closely connected to controversial figures and questioned what powerful people really knew behind the scenes. Others pushed back hard, saying blind loyalty helps no one. And another viewer wrote that Oprah has been a long-standing issue for the Black community, arguing that support shouldn't be automatic just because someone is successful or influential. According to them, character matters more than status, and that comment sparked a whole new debate. So now I want to hear from you. What do you think about everything 50 Cent has said about Oprah over the years? Do you believe these controversies are being exaggerated online, or do you think there are still unanswered questions surrounding her legacy and influence? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one. If this video got you thinking, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it so the conversation keeps going. And click right here to watch another messy breakdown you do not want to miss. I'll see you on the next one.